Hello everybody, welcome to another tutorial from Sound for More on Atom Piano Roll 2. Today you have Leo speaking, as always, and we are going to explore more in depth how to set the different parameters for grid, time, tempo, swing, and probability. So I have loaded Atom Piano Roll 2, as you can see, just one instance with the launcher set to on, and I've connected that to a grand piano for simplicity of following through the tutorial. So let's start with the grid setting. So if you click on it, it will expand a menu, and it will show you that you have selected, in this case by default, 16th note, and you have also by default snap activated, of course. So let's click on add to add some notes, and let's add some notes. As you can see, I'm adding notes with a duration of 16ths because that is what is selected. I can go to eighth, and you can see the grid is changing, and now the length of the notes are is longer than because it is eighth in terms of length, but you can go to quarter notes as well, to half notes, like so, and to whole note as well. And the other thing as well is you have snap activated, which means if you create a note and then you select it and trying to extend the length, like so, clicking on the right hand side, it will move to the next available, in this case, eighth of notes as spacing within the grid, because the grid has been organized in cuts of eighth notes as length. The same as you move it, if you click and hold at the beginning of the note and you move it, it will be snap to the grid, which is divided by eighth notes in length. Of course, if you remove the snap, and then you can freely move your note, and you can also freely change the length of the note itself. Beyond the, I would call, template of notes, you can set triplets. So, for example, if you select 16th note, and you can click here on triplets, you will have 16th triplets set for the grid, and also for snap if snap is activated. You can see here that there are 16th notes under the triplets, the same on the other option here. If you select 8th note, you can see it, the picture of the note under the triplet is changing as well. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but you can have triplet, you can have quintlet, etc., etc. Here on the right-hand side, you have something called other ratio, and this is where you can set a precise ratio as you would like. So instead of having, for example, eighth, you might want to have seventh as a ratio, bit unusual, but you can do that. Okay, so just remember that you have all these options, and that will determine as well when you do, for example, record and step in, what notes will be recorded in terms of length. Okay, let's click again on the grid to minimize that. Next, we have the time selection. Here it says you can have 4 bits per bar, but you can change how many bits you have, right? And the bit is of duration of a quarter of a note, but again, you can change the duration of each bit. You can go to half, whole note, eighth, or you can do your own ratio, again, moving up and down, which would change, of course, the size of the bar itself. So a lot of different possibility. The fact that you have other ratio on the time and also grid means you can manage very much your own tempo, your own grid settings as you like, which is not very common, and a lot of the MIDI sequences are out there. Next, we have a tempo division. So you can, at the moment, this is set as 1 times, which means is following the time which has been set. Let's click play. But you could say decrease that by 0.5 or like so, which means it will play half the speed. Or you can say double it. So go up to 2, like so. It will play double the speed, which in this case is set by the AUM host. Okay, really nice. So double click, it goes back to the default 1 1 times, which means it plays as at the time of the host. Next, you have a swing settings. You can set your swings, which are done by default using 16th notes. And you set in percentage. Okay, and so that is where you can change your swing. Next, you have a probability. So if you scroll to the right, it is maximum 1, which means the probability of playing all the notes is 1, so it will all play. Then, of course, you can decrease that. Click in, hold and move to the left, and you can say 35 times probability of playing or chances to play the notes. And let's click play. Okay, as you can see, some notes were played and others were not played. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to focus on scales, and then I'm going to progress on how to use layers, clipboard, patterns, etc. Hope you enjoy. See you at the next video. Bye.